Hello and welcome back to my channel. Today is such a bloody exciting day. I am just about to go and view and visit our brand new build flat for the very first time ever, and I am so excited. It's the first time that we've been able to go and see it, and it's been a long time coming because we have had it delayed a good few times. We were supposed to be moving in, or these flats were supposed to be ready for us to move in last summer, so summer of 2024. And there have been delays and they've pushed it back a few times, but it's finally ready for us to go and see in person. So I'm working from home today, just on my lunch break, and I'm gonna head down now. Luckily the slot they gave me tied in nicely to a lunch break, so I'm about to head there now. The new flat is only about a 15-minute walk away from where we currently live, so it's nice and local. It is in Bristol, but I'm not going to give the full details of like where it is for obvious reasons. But I thought it would be really fun and also really useful for Kyle, bless him. He's started a new job recently and he's in the office Monday to Friday, so unfortunately he can't come to view in person, but it's okay because I'm meeting up with his mum just before the appointment and she's going to come with me and help me measure everything. So yeah, I thought it would be cute to vlog, to be able to show Kyle some footage when I get back and when he's back from work, and I just thought this is amazing. I've been talking about this and waiting for this day for so long, and it's finally here, and it just means that we are one step closer to being able to move in to the flat. Oh my god, it's been ages. So I am taking a bag with me. Excuse all the laundry, I've done loads of laundry this morning and I've run out of room on the EVERRR. I'm just getting my bag sorted, and in my bag I've got my tape measure, and I've also written a list on my phone which has all of the measurements of all the things that we currently have bought and all the things that we want to buy but we need to make sure we have room for in the flat. So it's just a reminder to myself to measure all the walls, take photos of the insides of the cupboards, look for where the plug sockets are, the bins, the bike space, take photos of literally everything and do a video walkthrough. So that's what I've got on my list. So this is the side of my flat that I never show on my channel because this is the big fat we were meant to move but it's been postponed many times area. So underneath these boxes we have our brand new sofa that we ordered about January time. We ordered it in the January sales and it arrived in March, so we just thought, oh, it's okay, we'll be moving in soon, so we just piled everything up in a corner. And then the move got pushed back, and then we'd also recently just bought a new TV, so that's the box for our new TV. That's our old TV just down on the floor there, and this is all just like random junk. I've also got some new wine glasses in there that I haven't opened yet because I want to save them until we move, and then just in that corner there we've got a new rug for the new living room. So this is all the stuff that we currently have that I need to measure to make sure it will all fit. Like, well, the sofa, the rug can go wherever, the wine glasses are fine, but I need to measure the area for the sofa. I'm also gonna measure the walls to check that our new TV will fit in there nicely, although there's not much we can do now we've got it. But enough ranting and raving from me. I am meeting Kyle's mum in about 20 minutes, so I'm gonna get my shoes on and let's go and see the flat. So this is the front door and I'm swiveling round, so this is the view as you walk in, and the first room that you see is going to be our spare bedroom. So we did go for a 2-bedroom flat. This is going to be the second bedroom, which will mostly be used as a guest bedroom when people come and stay, but also for like overflow of our clothes and stuff. And then down the hall, it's quite a narrow corridor, but this first door here, this is my bathroom. So there is an ensuite, but I really wanted my own bathroom with a bath that I can put all of my girly bits in and have my cute bubble baths. Look at the size of these mirrors, and there's my nice radiator at the back, which is like a nice tall one, which is quite space saving. Then this is my bath. Why is the toilet seat up, may I ask? Has a builder peed in my toilet? And then through here, this is going to be mine and Kyle's bedroom. It's the master bedroom. It's got 2 massive floor to ceiling windows. It's got TV aerial ports so we can get a TV installed, and then this is through to the ensuite, which will mostly be Kyle's ensuite bathroom. So this one's got the shower and a toilet and a sink like the last one, but this is a room for Kyle to be as feral as he wants to, because I've got my lovely bathroom down the hall that's going to be nice and clean. The carpets throughout the bedrooms are this gorgeous like muted grey colour. They look really clean and it's just a really good space. And then back through into the corridor, this is Kyle's mum and the estate agent Finn, who is showing us round. This is our main living area and it is just so gorgeous. We've got the balcony, but we've also got a Juliet balcony. And then look at the kitchen. I literally cannot wait to craft pasta in this kitchen and have people over for dinner and have my friends round and be able to like cook and entertain in one space, because at the moment our kitchen's separate to our living room, so it's just gonna make a world of difference having this communal area. And then the balcony that leads on, I just have so many visions for like sitting on a balcony. We're gonna get a little table and chairs so that we can do al fresco dinners, like picnics out on the balcony, and have drinks out there. We might put like a few plants. We'll see what we can fit out there, but I'm definitely angling for like some fairy lights as well. Honestly, that was just the most fun and surreal experience, because it's been taking so long for us to even get to this point throughout this shared ownership buying this flat process. Honestly, when I was on my way to the appointment, I just thought something's gonna go wrong and I'm not gonna be able to see it. Like, what is happening? What's gonna go wrong? But it didn't, and we did get to go in. And so I took photos and videos for Kyle, and we took measurements after I took this video, and so far so good. I haven't ordered anything extra yet, but I am definitely going to be placing an order for our new bed and a TV unit, I think. I did also think that because I've been going on about buying this flat for such a long time, but I haven't really made a video about this shared ownership process yet, so I thought this would be quite a good video to tell you a little bit about like the shared ownership buying process and our journey doing it so far, just in case it was something that you were interested in. I just thought it would be helpful to put out my experience into the universe. So me and Kyle have been together for just over 5 years now, and we've both been saving for our first home that we buy for about the last 3 years. We decided to go down the shared ownership route. So shared ownership is an option that they have in the UK, and it's a way for people to get onto the property ladder if they're not able to afford a house in like the open market. So there are, you know, 2-bedroom flats on the market in Bristol for £250,000. That is a lot of money. Shared ownership is a way for you to get onto the property ladder. So you buy a percent, like a certain amount of percents of the property, and then you pay rent on the remaining share, and the remaining share is owned by the landlord. You do have to be 18 or over. Me and Kyle both are. You have to have a combined household income of £80,000 or less, or I think it's just less than £80,000. If you're in London, it's under £90,000. Some local authorities like it if you have a local connection. So for example, me and Kyle both work in Bristol, we both live in Bristol currently. I suppose if you had like a family member who lived in the local area, then maybe that would make you eligible. You only need to pay a 5% deposit on the share that you want to buy. And so the reason we decided to go down this route, I do follow a lot of the shared ownership subreddits, and I am aware that there are some horror stories. I'm aware that there are cons to it. I don't think it's like this amazing scheme that like is perfect for everyone and works for everyone, but for me and Kyle, definitely. When we first started saving for our flat about 3 years ago, it did not seem affordable or viable that we would be able to purchase somewhere privately. So shared ownership really appealed to us because you get a brand new build apartment, and that really appealed to me because I don't mind older houses and things, but a brand new build apartment where nothing's wrong with it, no one's weed in your toilet and no one's had a bath in your bath, and the chances of something going wrong smaller. Like if you buy an old house, an older house, the chimney could collapse in on you. In a new build apartment, the chances are slim. We're also going to benefit from a 15-year warranty on the new flat once we move in, which is absolutely stunning. And so with this shared ownership model, we really like the idea of it because it gives you the freedom to decorate and have pets like you own the flat outright, But then you do also have the support of a landlord if anything goes wrong. You get your communal areas cleaned, our windows are going to get cleaned, our bins are going to be sorted out by someone, I don't know who. If our boiler breaks, then we are covered by that warranty. So we get like a little bit of the best of both worlds. We've really enjoyed renting because if anything has ever gone wrong with our current flat, we've just rang Bob and been like, hello Bob, come and sort out the blah blah, and he's done it. So we get like a little bit of that, but then we also get the freedom to decorate this new place exactly how we want it. We can get a dog, which we are thinking we would quite like to do in a couple of years time. So it did really appeal to us. The timeline of this whole process for us has been a long one. As I mentioned at the beginning of the video, our flat has been pushed back over and over and over again. It's been really frustrating, but if you want to look on the positive side, it means that I've had plenty of time to save, and it means that when we do eventually move in October, I will have enough money to buy the furniture, pay the solicitors' fees, and get the movers and get myself situated. I will have all the money to do that. So we have to look on the bright side. But in terms of the timeline, I've looked back through my emails and I've written notes of sort of how the process went from start to finish. Me and Kyle have lived here for about 4.5 years now, and we noticed that some new flats were being built on this road nearby that we really love. We spend loads of time down there, there's loads of pubs and restaurants and this lovely huge park. We noticed these flats were going up, so we did a little bit of googling because we were kind of thinking, interesting, we would love to buy a flat, what are these? And then when we went onto the website and we realized they were shared ownership, it all just like clicked into place, and we were like, right, they've only just started building these, we need to start saving so that by the time they're released we're going to be able to buy one, which is what happened, luckily. So then we went on to the website of the developer and we put our like online registration form. We like registered our interest through the web form, and then the developer rang us and we had like an initial chat, and then they sent us over the brochure with all the floor plans and all the different flat styles. So then me and Kyle took ourselves down to the pub one Friday evening and we had all of the different layouts of all the flats. There are like 110 flats in our block to choose from. There is some social housing in there as well, but there were like maybe 5 or 6 different styles of flat that you could have chosen. So we went to the pub, we sat, we had a few drinks, and we sort of whittled down which flats we liked, where the bedrooms were, the sizes of the various bedrooms. There were 1, 2 and 3 bedroom flats, some had balconies, some didn't. The kitchens were in different places, you get the gist. So we chose the plot we wanted, and then on the website they have an online calculator and you can work out like the monthly repayments. So we worked out what share we wanted, and we definitely wanted to go over 50%, so we are the majority owners. We wanted to go in at 55%. We worked out what the mortgage might look like based on that, but then following that we contacted the mortgage advisor and we had to go through all of like the eligibility checks. We had to send them bank statements, pay slips, contracts of employment, proof of savings. Kyle has a Help to Buy ISA, he had to send all of the statements for that, which took forever to organise. Not to mention the fact that when all of this happened, this first round of getting all the documents together, me and Kyle were on holiday in Copenhagen and they were ringing us and they were like, hi, yeah, excuse me, if you don't provide all of these documents today, you can't have that flat. And we were like, ah! So that was stress. It was a sign of things to come. Anyway, we did get approved. They said, that's absolutely fine. You can go ahead, like go forth and be free and be merry. And then months and months and months go by and nothing else really happens, except me and Kyle decide that we actually want to change the original plot that we had chosen the first time. So the one we'd originally chosen, it was almost an identical layout, 2 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, kitchen in the same place, but it had no balcony. And after a little bit of thought, I just kind of thought, actually no, are we insane? Like obviously we want a balcony, we need a bit of outside space. So we contacted them and luckily we were able to swap plots, and then we got called to their offices and they asked us to pay a reservation fee of 500 squids. So we paid that, and then again many months of silence. Around, I don't know, maybe 5 or 6 months later, we got our own solicitor. We put them in contact with the mortgage advisor. They all started speaking to each other. We don't really know what they're doing. All we know is it's costing us thousands of pounds. So they're all doing that in the background and we're just kind of sitting and waiting. Whenever they need us to send like documents, we send them, but we don't really know the ins and outs of what's going on that end. In January 2025, so January this year, we paid our deposit. Our deposit was about £11,000 and we'd sort of gone halves on that, so it was like £5,500 each. So we paid that, and we were working on the basis that we would be moving in the first quarter of 2025, so January up to like March, and then at the end of March we heard it had been pushed back to May. Then in May they pushed it back to June, and then in June, when we were away in Bulgaria, my vlog is out, go and have a look. While we were away in Bulgaria, we received an email saying it was not going to be June, it's actually been pushed back to October of 2025. However, even though it has been pushed back plenty of times, we got to view it this week. As you can see, I'm absolutely in love with it. I think it's gorgeous. I'm so excited about it, and just to stand in there and stand at the kitchen counter and think, oh my god, I'm going to spend so many hours in this space. It just felt really surreal to imagine myself there, because this is the first home I've ever bought. It's the first home that I've chosen myself, and it's the first home, to be honest, that I've ever lived in that's really modern and really beautifully done and just looks like the kind of place I want to live. So it's like my dream apartment. So what's left? We are basically playing the waiting game until October, which is when we are due to complete. Completion means you get your keys and I think your mortgage kicks. This is the thing, I love how I'm doing like an informational video about shared ownership. All I do is what I'm told by these people. I don't know what I'm doing. We are going to get another appointment to go and see the flat before we get the keys and get to move in, and that's called a home demo appointment, and that's someone from the development is going to basically show us how to use everything, where the bins are, where the bikes are, how we rig up a washing machine, to where the washing machine goes, all that fun stuff. And then the mortgage payments will kick in along with the rent that we're going to be paying on the share that we don't own, and then we get to move in. But I do just want to end on a high, because even though this journey has been far from ideal, and even though it has taken a lot longer than we expected to be in last year, as I say, and we're still not in, and we've still got about 2.5 months until we are in. Despite all of that, I am so pleased, and at no point, even though my family have been saying, what are you doing, you should pull out, why can't you pull out? The location is amazing. It's exactly where we want to be. We love Bristol so much, and this area of Bristol that we're buying in, it feels like home to us already. To put roots down here and to know this is where we're from, this is where we live, that feels amazing. We have got some incredible views out over Bristol. We can see some gorgeous landmarks that feel so Bristolian, and because we bought this just by looking at floor plans, we had nothing else to go on apart from floor plans. To get a view like that we weren't expecting, that just feels incredible. It's really well connected in terms of bus routes. We walk everywhere anyway, but if we wanted to hop on the bus, easy peasy. The flat that we currently live on, it takes us about 10 minutes to get to the airport, and because we're always on bloody holiday, that's really handy for us. But the new flat, it's a little bit further away from the airport, but not by much, so that is a good point as well. Another massive benefit, and the reason we love these apartments so much, is that the downstairs area, like the courtyard and the communal area, is going to be filled with shops. They're putting a tap room down there. There's rumours that they're putting a Pilates studio down there, bakery, hairdressers, florist. It's going to be like an extension of the already gorgeous like community that this street has. So yes, and it's all incredibly safe. Like, to get into the buildings and to get into the gardens, you've got a fob thing, which means it will be for the residents, like the gardens and stuff, but then this shopping area and this tap room will be anyone from the area can just come in, and I think that will give it like just a really nice safe community feel. And I don't know if you can tell, but I'm so excited. So I really hope you enjoyed seeing the inside of our new flat. It was, honestly, I say this without exaggeration, one of the best days of my life so far, and I cannot wait to do more new home content and vlog and show you round and show you some of the stuff that I've been buying once we're in. And I'm just so looking forward to getting in and cooking in that kitchen and sitting on that balcony in the sun. Thank you so much for watching today's video. I really hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you all very soon in the next one.